Hey everyone, welcome back. Now that Akismet has moved to being a paid platform for their API key, to use the Akismet API key, which works for a couple things. It's actually WordPress.com's little venture. Now that they've moved to being paid, and due to some problems that have kind of been ongoing with their algorithm and their tendency to completely make posts vanish if they're from somebody that's on a shared IP with a known spammer, meaning these posts vanish and never end up in your spam box. Due to some algorithm problems they've been having lately, there's been a lot of desire to find some alternatives that work nicely as an alternative to Akismet and still do a good job of filtering spam. So today I want to walk you through installing and setting up one known as Defensio. So in your dashboard, you logged in, you come to Plugins, Add New, and you type in Defensio, D-E-F-E-N-S-I-O, and click Search Plugins. And it comes up Defensio Anti-Spam, and you click Install Now. Activate plugin. Okay. Now you see that it says Defensio is not active because you've not entered the Defensio API key. Get one here. So I'm going to open that in a new tab. If by chance you had gone to another page and came back to this, also down here in the description, there's a link to a free API key. Either of these will get you there. I'm going to click Free API Key in a new tab. Defensio Sign Up. You can use it for Facebook or for the blog. We're going to click the one for blog. And we're going to click Professional Use, Proceed to Sign Up. Okay, yes, I've read and agreed to the Terms of Service, Submit. Alright, it says, manage and update your Defensio for life all under one roof, protected. A new web property. What is the URL of your blog or website? And here we're going to enter the website that we're currently setting this up on, which actually isn't my main, which is why I fell all over that. Okay, we're going to take this API key. Okay, and we're going to take this API key and we're going to come back to our blog. And we're going to go under Plugins to Defensio Configuration. And it says Defensio is not active because you've not entered the Defensio API key. Okay, come to the field for the API key. Paste it in, click Save Settings. It says your API key is valid. Okay, we have just a couple settings. We have obvious spam threshold, hide comments with a spamminess higher than 80%, automatic removal of spam to delete them on posts older than 30 days, profanity filter, which can be off or masking or completely remove vulgar comments from the blog, and then there's advanced options. Okay, so generally you're able to leave that at default, okay? The profanity filter is certainly up to you. That's a personal preference. I'm going to open up the advanced settings. This is Defensio's page on their site for your advanced settings, and it's defensio.com/manage/options and that big API key. And if you'll come down, we have URL category blocker. And this blocks links that are in categories that can be damaging to your blog. Okay, Google punishes you if you have backlinks to sites that it views as dangerous, tasteless, or tacky for the most part. Okay, so we have security issue type categories, we have legal liability type categories, and some extended stuff. Under security, we have sites that may be hacking, maybe proxy avoidance, botnets, keyloggers, generally stuff that you don't want to be linking to. Legal liability, adult material, gambling, illegal or questionable, racist, sex, hate, tasteless. This is kind of personal. If your blog is on adult content, and I don't necessarily mean if your blog is on porn, but if you're talking about adult topics, sometimes sharing links to even sexual health sites, even reproductive rights sites, things that you might be talking about naturally could end up blocked under sex or tasteless, okay, or even adult material. These three could really, could get you, some of your links vanishing and you wondering where they went, if these are being used in your comments, as people in your comments are sharing links and you're engaging in dialogue. Okay, this won't block links that you may be putting in a post, but in terms of where links in comments can go, you do have to watch what the topic of your blog is. Then extended protection or reputation, potentially damaging content, that's things that could affect your blog based on what they are in terms of SEO and Google. Elevated exposure, emerging exploits. Generally speaking, most sites can just leave all this checked, okay? You come down to default profanity filter, custom profanity filter, executable file blocker. I block both of these. You don't need executable files running in your comments, and you don't need scripts running in your comments, okay? There would be an exception to that if you're a website that does a lot of code sharing in your comments, where you have technical people who are sharing blocks of code that they've wrote. This could be something that you need to uncheck, but for the most part, those are very safe to check. Click Submit. All right, and that tells you that that is, well, it should have told you that that was saved. I saved it. Okay, that's submitted. We come back. You come back to your dashboard. That's all that's required to set this up. I want to make sure I click Save Settings here. Okay, so that's been saved, and Defensio is running. Defensio handles really well as an anti-spam agent. However, like Akismet, I like to run it in combination with something else. That something else may be bad behavior. It may be SI CAPTCHA. Something else that adds another layer of protection. All right, that's all there is to Defensio, and I think you're going to like it. You take care, and best luck in the war on spam.